And we are, as a people, inherently and historically opposed to secret societies, to secret oaths, and to secret proceedings.
Violence breeds violence. Repression breeds retaliation. And only a cleansing of our whole society can remove this sickness from our souls.
Those folks who were responsible have been held accountable.
That develops weapons of mass destruction. It doesn't matter whether or not they were deprived as a youth. It doesn't matter whether or not they're the victims of society.
And welcome back to another episode of the WRK podcast, where we ask the questions about the end of the day. Who really knows? As always, I'm your host AJ here with my good friends Dylan and Michael.
What up?
Howdy.
What?
And we are live in the studio. And yeah, I don't know. Make sure you follow us on Twitter and Instagram.
Yep.
Twitter at WRK Pod, Instagram at WRK Podcast. And yeah, that's about it. Everything else you need is going to be in the information down below.
Yep. Yeah, follow us home as always.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah.
Haven't dropped that message in a while. Except some of you guys don't follow. Some of you guys know. Sorry.
Yeah, like some of you watching / listening, just don't.
Jeff, if you're listening, yeah, not you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Caitlin, go fuck yourself.
If your name is Joseph Gerard Christopher, don't follow us home.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess we don't really fit the description, but...
No, yeah, he'd probably leave us alone.
Which, I guess, segues us into the title, the 22 Caliber Killer.
Yep, today's episode brought to you by the 22 Caliber Killer.
What does he do? He kills people.
So, Joseph Gerard Christopher was born in Buffalo, New York.
Fucking mouthful.
Yeah, don't trust people with names like that.
Yeah.
Just don't.
Dang.
You already fucked.
Yeah.
I guess I shouldn't say my name out loud.
Yeah.
No, we knew.
Yeah, he was born in Buffalo, New York on July 26, 1955. His parents were Teresa, she was a nurse. Nicholas, a sanitation worker, was his dad. He had 2 older sisters and 1 younger sister. And I didn't really find anything in this guy's like early life that...
I think I skimmed through it. I didn't even know about his siblings. I just fucking really skimmed over his early life.
Like, this guy's life took a downward turn, like, later. It wasn't, like, an early life kind of, like, Ted Bundy kind of shit.
I'm trying to think. I think what we'll talk about, one of the years it was, like, 70... How old would he be when it was 78? He'd have been 22.
Yeah. We might have gotten a finger in the ass once in a while, but that's kind of normal growing up in that time frame, I think.
Right. I'm pretty sure just his dad beating his ass the whole time, you know?
Could have been. Just...
You know?
Makes... I mean,
beat
it's
him into...
That's like normal shit.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Told me to look at an old person, some old dude, and tell me to bet $5 whether he beat his kids or didn't. Smacked his... Like, I not beat him, but smacked him, you know, a few times. Aggressively. I'd probably put the money on them.
Yeah, but it's 2021, so even just yelling at your kid is beating your kid.
Basically, yeah.
I'll take my shoe off and throw it at him. Get the trunk out. Yeah.
Give you that George Bush treatment, you know? Yeah, no, I don't know. But, so his dad was an outdoorsman and a hunter, and he trained Joseph from a early, very ripe young age to handle firearms and to shoot well.
Yeah.
Which comes into play later in his life.
Yeah, it does. Shooting does come into his story a little bit later.
You don't get a name like the 22 Caliber Killer when you don't, like, if you don't shoot anybody.
He was the worst shot in the West. He missed every target. He didn't actually murder people. He just missed. He was really bad with guns. Just shot people at the range.
Only tags he got were off ricochets.
Yeah.
Yeah, at that point, it was only his left toe.
I wonder though, you know, it's such a tiny, you know, name. Such a like where's the, you know, 50 cal killer, you know?
Oh, that's next week.
Yeah. Where's the fucking rocket launcher killer?
We're gonna go up in calibers. That's how we're gonna do it. Yeah.
Got to start somewhere.
Yeah, you got to. So, for some reason in my notes, I only refer to him as Stinky Joe. I don't remember why.
What?
So my next bullet point was Stinky Joe went to an automotive mechanics program in 1971, where he was said to be quiet and incredibly intelligent, but not book smart. He would eventually drop out. Again, I don't remember why I put Stinky Joe.
I don't know. Working in a shop, I'm not sure.
Maybe I heard that he smelled bad.
Or maybe it was his breath.
I don't know.
Could be. Could be a lot of things.
Yeah. God, we did talk about a serial killer. Remember who was it? They said, I just remember his breath was awful.
Richard Ramirez.
Oh, yeah.
We had the meth teeth, so that didn't really help.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, shit. So he's in college. He's about 18. His brain's already fucked up. Like, I mean, it makes sense that he didn't make it through college.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he was looking to excel through college too. Like, he was a very good student, like top marks. Just didn't do well on tests, but he went to automotive school, so it was like a lot of labor
Right.
hands-on test kind of thing, especially back in the 70s.
Right. Yeah. I wonder how close he was to finishing, how far he made it in school. Like, he was doing good, but how long did he even try it for? Or...
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I think he made it halfway is what I remember hearing. I want to say about halfway.
Right. And was it around this time that he joined the military?
No, that's later.
Okay.
Yep, that's very later.
That's what I thought. I didn't know if he'd like been in the military or not since he was younger. Not sure, but
Yeah. No, he was just chilling at automotive school.
right.
And
Fixing
then-
cars and shit, shooting guns.
Yeah. Just, I want you to take the carburetor apart and put it back together.
Uh-huh. Very, very creepy. I can't imagine, dude, how creepy people used to be. You know, they used to get away with it and stuff. And
Right. Before DNA evidence and everything.
dude, just, I don't know. People can't be, you know, they can't pull up a phone and show you to the world and be like, this guy is fucking weird.
Yeah, you can't be a psychopath at Walmart anymore without someone putting you on World Star or
Right.
iFunny.
People at Walmart.com.
So I think
Is
people
that
of
still
our...
a thing?
Probably. I would assume so.
It's probably like Reddit thread at
Right.
least.
Right.
It'll never die.
No.
Like whether it's for that site or not.
Dude, the
but-
meme of people at Walmart is just there forever.
Mm-hmm.
There's no getting around the people of Walmart.
Yeah. I wish we had more. Do you think people stopped being as fucking weird now that they know like people are gonna take pictures of
Yes,
them?
I feel like yes.
Dude, I went to Walmart yesterday and there was some girl in there in booty shorts, and Mateo was like, I feel like it's not warm enough yet for that. And I'm like, it is if you shop at Walmart.
Yeah. Was she extremely large and they didn't fit her at all?
No, I would say more like a meth head lady, kind of.
Meth
Did she have short hair?
keep you
But
warm.
like a
I think.
19-year-old meth head.
Does she have short hair?
No, long black hair.
Definitely.
I'm trying to
meth head.
remember.
I was trying to think if she was my girlfriend or not.
Yeah.
Soon to be girlfriend.
You guys haven't made it official yet. I'm checking.
If she
I'm
has-
checking up on you.
If she has the drugs, I'm in.
I just want the crack.
Free drugs? Yeah, free crack. I'll date anybody.
Especially if it's the booty crack.
That too. But real crack. It has to be real crack, no deal.
See,
real crack or I'm
a
going home.
purist. Like, I'd rather just have the cocaine. If I'm going down that hole, I don't want the crack.
If I was going down that hole, I'd want to get to the bottom of that hole as fast as possible. If I ever did that, did that path, I'd want to just fucking start injecting PCP into my fucking brain.
Who's the fucking the 80s musician? Was it James Brown that was fucking high as shit on crack and interviewed him?
Yeah,
dude.
Oh no.
If you're gonna do crack like that. If you're gonna do crack not like that, just do cocaine instead, or Adderall. Like,
You know,
there's a lot of better options than crack.
Don't do drugs that are harder than you.
I wonder, someone who I wondered if they did crack was O.J. Simpson.
Oh, I believe it.
Because I watched this video when he's out on the street with this girl who's interviewing him, and she goes, "Oh, Mr. O.J., I just want to shake your hand and just want to tell you thank you. Thank you for murdering someone." And he just goes, "Yeah, okay, thank you. Have a nice day." And he's like smiling, and the girl's like, the lady who's interviewing him is like, "Didn't that not bother you or anything like that?" And he's like, "Oh, no." But then it was like, the video was, what's something that happened in your life that you will never outlive and will remember forever? And she was telling the story how later that day, he messaged her and says, "I'm going to come over. I got a surprise for you." And when she opens up the door on camera, he like pretends to have a fake knife and starts stabbing her, going, just smiles and looks at the camera and like fucking like no teeth showing smile, like methed out, like creepy as fuck.
Yeah,
like,
they're both on crack.
Yeah,
I gotta watch that.
I don't know if I saved it. I'll have to. God damn,
That's fucking awesome.
And then he told me he had a surprise for me. It opens the door. You just see him going, ah.
Like, she's got that on camera?
Yeah, it's just him on camera, opens the door, and he's there, like, fucking pretending to stab her and shit. It's fucking hilarious.
It can't be hard to find. Like, I can't imagine they would make something like that very hard to find. I mean, just a video of O.J. Simpson committing murder.
I hate to do this, but let me see if I can get that first, like, 10 seconds up real quick, because that shit's fucking hilarious. Yeah, that's what crack will do to you.
Yeah.
Damn, I don't got it. That's so sad. Well, I'll have to show you guys after the show.
Yeah. So, Stinky Joe, he got a job working as an overnight maintenance man at Canisius College, but was fired for sleeping on the job, forcing him to move back into his parents' basement.
Damn.
Fun stuff. Still hasn't killed anyone.
Right. Why can't jobs just let you sleep there?
Dude,
Maybe
a normal serial killer, like, at this point in the story would have, like, he lost his job because he killed, like, one of the college students' cats or something. And they found its corpse, like, on a pentagram in his broom closet. So, like, I mean, he still has seeds of normality at this point in his life.
Right.
I found it, and it was not a knife. It was a banana.
Oh, a banana, yeah. He's like holding a banana.
I've got a surprise for you.
Literally, too, that he, like, messaged her or something and said, "I got a surprise for you. I'm going to come give you a surprise," or something. Holy shit, OJ. You fucking crazy
We
bitch.
see you.
You definitely killed someone. I honestly never, I like had little doubts. I was like, did he or did he not? Who knows? But after watching that video, I just want to shake your hand and say thank you for murdering someone or murdering that person. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Have a nice day. And he's just smiling, walking by, and the interviewer's just like, what the fuck? Did that seriously?
Dude, imagine. So, OJ fucking... Imagine getting away, and we'll probably do an O.J. Simpson episode at some point, but imagine getting away with, like, the most publicized murder case in the, like, world at that point, and then you go to fucking prison for armed robbery because you want to get some of your sports memorabilia back that you sold.
Damn. I forgot.
Just imagine.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
Dude, that's fucking crazy.
It's the meth or the crack. Whatever was his poison.
Whichever upper he was on at
whatever
the time.
poison he was on, some poison. He had the strength of God running through his veins. That was that man has the fucking crazy eyes on him. I am actually would be thoroughly interested in doing a whole episode on him.
Oh yeah.
Dude, he was in Roots.
So long ago.
Which is a show that Stinky Joe did not like very much.
Probably not.
I would go as far to say Stinky Joe hated Roots.
So Stinky
probably
fucking Christopher got fired. He was sleeping at, like, he was just sleeping outside of his job, or he was sleeping in his job?
I mean, it's a college, so there's a lot of places that was his job. I like to imagine they found him like tucked away behind a boiler, like with a blankie
That's
and
exactly what I was thinking.
teddy bear, like one of those big like 1970s boilers.
See, I was kind of thinking more of what's his name's room in Joe Dirt's room when he got to the high school or whatever.
Oh yeah,
That's kind of what I was thinking.
just right up next to the radiator.
Hey, if it works, it works.
I like imagining. I mean, I know you guys aren't like huge wrestling fans. I'm kind of there. But there's like a famous match between Mankind and The Undertaker called the Boiler Room match. I imagine this dude like sleeping behind the fucking boiler. Like, would you guys keep it down? God damn it.
What was his job there again? What
Just
was
a
he?
maintenance guy.
Just a maintenance dude. I mean, shit. Such a weird thing, yeah. Doing cars, you get a hobby, you know.
Hey, I mean, that hobby is way better than his later hobbies.
Yeah, dude, I wouldn't even call them hobbies for him. I'd call them passions. I don't know, like,
Yeah, I would say that would be a passion.
like he even said, you know, he talks about himself. You know, he says it's like, I won't get there yet, but I mean, it definitely is passion.
He had a passion for fashion, that's for sure.
It was like an uncontrolled passion. Like he's just.
Was it his passion or one of his other
personalities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Stinky Joe was diagnosed as a paranoid schizophrenic, and he tried to admit himself into the Buffalo Psychiatric Center. Okay, so what happened, mostly his fault. But the people at that psychiatric center that told him he wasn't a danger to society or himself and wouldn't admit him, it's kind of their fault too. I'm just going to throw that out there.
Definitely their fault.
That was, I think that was 70. I think that's when he was like 22. So they're probably looking at this young kid just going, dude, get the fuck out of here. Like, go start drinking alcohol or something. Like,
everybody wants to die at this age.
The day that he tried to check himself in was September 8th, 1980.
September 8th.
Oh, so he was like 25. So he's like 25 then.
Yeah. But still, like...
It's like, hey, let me in. Like, shit's going down. Like, I'm sorry. Like, dude, I swear to God, there's this other... Like, imagine knowing that, too. Just knowing that you're fucked in the head and you're just like, bro, like, I don't... Like, some weird shit's gonna happen. You do not want to meet Stinky... Maybe Stinky Joe is his alternative personality. Maybe that's how you got that.
Maybe.
Probably not.
But, it's like... you remember the movie Split when that came out?
Yeah.
Like, it's like the one guy was like, the one personality's like, hey, like, we got a limited window here. Let's get this taken care of. And I know that's like super dramatized about schizophrenia and stuff.
Right.
But he's still like, hey, we got a limited window where we can make this better. And the psychiatrist is like, no, go fuck yourself. Like, this guy's got one leg over here. Like, you think you got problems? Like, It's like, what the fuck do you mean? He's literally just told you that there's a voice in his head that's trying to tell him you must kill black people. Like it's 1980. Like, I don't know. I mean, there were still like institutions back in the day that were running, or back in the 80s.
Yeah, but at that point they were, the government was trying to reduce the size of them, and that's when they just started going in the decline. Yeah,
and that's when they started just fucking putting mentally ill people on the streets, and they would come back to the shutdown state institutions and live in them.
Yeah, dude, didn't we talked about someone? Who did we talk about?
The Cropsey story.
Cropsey.
The one in Long Island.
Was that just a facility, right? Or was it a person?
Well, there was a person that was in the facility, and he became he killed like 3 special needs children in the neighborhood, and he lived like in the facility after it had been shut down.
Bill.
and in the woods.
Yeah, I just remember watching the videos and seeing those fucking like children
Yeah, those
inside
were
the facility.
yeah.
Holy shit!
What's his name? Geraldo, is that his name? The NBC
Yeah.
reporter back then. Now he's a
Yeah.
Fox News reporter. That was like one of his first big scoops. Was he like snuck into the state institution and got it shut down?
Fucking A. That shit was fucking insane.
Yeah, there were like 20 people to every one nurse. Or
I don't
something
even
like
need
that.
to like go back and revisit those images. That shit, fuck.
I kind of want to, but
I don't. That shit just gave every time I thought about seeing the people on the floor just rocking back and forth, like, bro,
covered in shit.
Yeah, somebody fucking help them. Jesus.
Yeah. No, it's like, yeah. I don't know. I like horror stuff, so
I like crazy shit.
I like Nightmare Fuel. Nightmare Fuel gets me going.
Hey, yeah, I usually do too, and like I definitely. It's crazy, but God, to think about it, where it's like kids that are just fucking.
Yeah, that shit's a little real.
Yeah. Like that. Yeah, that shit was very real. God damn.
So yeah, he was trying to go to one of those places.
Yeah, he's like, dude, I'll sit on the floor covered in shit. Just take me in.
Yeah, just don't let me fucking kill people. And they're like, nah, go have fun, buddy. Go have fun, Stinky Joe. Bye bye.
Yeah,
maybe that's
maybe that's where you got the name. He's like just rubbed himself in shit. Please take me in. Look at me. I'm Stinky Joe.
Bye bye, Stinky. No, but it's like, no, bye, Stinky Joe. Have fun.
Right.
Literally 14 days after he tried to check himself in, he started killing people.
It's like they go back and ask the people who turned him away. Yeah, so like, what happened? They're just like,
failed system, bro.
It beats me. Trust me. I wanted to let him in. Okay, it wasn't me. It was those guys were the ones who didn't want him in here. Okay.
It was Dr. Lang.
Yeah.
We checked the records. Dr. Lang doesn't work here, but no wonder.
Yeah, we canned his ass after that. God damn.
It says Dr. Lang died in 1968. Yeah. We went back in time and killed him.
Bro. Yeah, think of like, that's something I guess I wish I could have looked into more. I don't think they even had anything on that though. Like they didn't cover anything about that.
No.
Which would be hard because that was that's fucking when they did the interview. It was actually it was around that time. How'd they not go and ask the fucking, I don't know.
Yeah.
Why they wouldn't want to go ask them? Be like, so yeah, what were you thinking?
This guy's story isn't like really heard about a lot, which is why I'm glad Michael found it, because the only like video documentation about it is that one documentary put together by the FBI.
Yeah,
That's the only fucking filmography, discography, like anything about him.
That's crazy.
And like this guy started some shit. Like there were a lot, like huge cultural effects to his first killings.
That's one thing I didn't look into, or I didn't really, because I was trying to skim the last part of it and shit. But like, I bet, dude, I fucking bet that time period when they're integrating shit.
I mean, that's kind of later, I guess, so it's kind of people weren't doing that as much at that time,
right,
compared to earlier,
But that's why, I was thinking,
re-sparked a lot of deep-seated racism.
Right.
It spiked racial tensions. We haven't really mentioned this yet.
I was just gonna say, yeah.
So this guy I kind of said something about it, but he only killed black people. And this was in Buffalo, New York area, which is very densely populated with African Americans. And dude, just watching the news footage from that time era when they're like, oh, like literally the news anchors like, this neighborhood's full of blacks, so they're on high alert. And I'm like, you said that on the news in the 80s?
Yeah.
Like what did Martin Luther King die for if you're still saying, oh, the blacks on the news in what? King died in 65?
What about the whites? What about the Asians? I mean, what What I mean, what are you trying to say with that?
Oh, it's just like so. Just they didn't say Black Americans or African Americans. They just say they referred to the entire community as the blacks on the news in the 80s. Like,
right? I guess.
Whereas nowadays it'd be like Black Americans or African Americans. They're like at any point where racial sensitivity was more mainstream.
Well, I mean, what?
You've
Seen where it's come to.
Well, yeah, no, but what I'm saying is I didn't realize that it was still that bad in the 80s.
Yeah, okay, I see. Yeah,
like that actually like kind of blew my mind a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Like what did Geraldo say back in the day when he was in the fucking institution?
Yeah, I don't know.
When was Geraldo? When was he doing that?
I think that was it was 70s or 80s.
Yeah.
I remember his first big story was they found Al Capone's vault in Chicago, and he was like live broadcasting them breaking it open, and they opened it, and there was literally like, I can't remember if it was nothing in the vault or if there was a picture in the vault. We know Al Capone was a dum-dum, so.
Uh-huh.
Did we do a story on him yet?
No, we will at some point.
Yeah, that shit was fucking
We've definitely
hilarious.
talked a lot of shit about him, but...
Dude, his story, it would be a fun little mini story. His story is just he's a fucking dum-dum.
IQ of 72, I think, is what...
I thought it was like in the 60s, but yeah, not smart. Not smart at all.
The army would have loved him.
Yeah.
Fucking just mouth breather to the fucking core, but just brutal as shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. There was this fucking operation by the military in Vietnam where they recruited 100,000 men with IQs lower than 75.
Gave them a signing bonus of $2 or something. I don't know.
Well, just to see, if they would be, probably because they were trying to be like, oh, these guys are more expendable.
Meat shields.
Yeah, they actually concluded that they died 3 times fast, like 3 times more than the average unit.
We're losing guns here. They're not even shooting. They just keep running through the field. What's going on?
I saw one of them licking it, and he blew his brains out.
Yikes.
He was licking his M4 and his fucking head exploded.
I'd like to say thank you for serving our country, you dum-dums. If they're just low IQ, if they took mentally challenged people and sent them out in the fields, that'd be a different story. But just people with low IQs, that's cool.
I mean, dying 3 times or 3 times more.
What's the line in the IQ?
I think if you can wipe your own ass, I think that's the line.
What if you don't have arms?
IQ wise, I don't know. That'd be a good question for my sister, but she would not like me asking her that question.
Yeah.
So you gotta say dum-dums. What's the IQ for dum-dums? Like the IQ line for dum-dums.
What is the average IQ of one of your students?
But isn't it, I mean, with I wonder though, like with some of the mental, people with like autism and shit, like, you look at some of them that are fucking smarter than,
right.
I'm like, it makes me wonder, do they just not get enough attention to learn as much?
It's the wires in your head they're just connecting wrong. So they've got they're really good at fucking this one thing, but they're socially just fucking weird as hell.
But I mean,
I think the social, isn't that Asperger's when you're the social aspect? I think they classified it differently in the last couple of years.
I don't know. I got burgers in my ass.
I can tell.
I'm gonna have a burger coming out of my ass later.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna have 2 of them.
I just keep them up there. When I go
did I get you on that bacon McDouble grind?
Nah, I just fucking had to do a quick Mickey D stop just to fucking put some in my tummy. I don't know where I'm gonna shit. My toilet's been clogged for a day now.
At least you know your neighbor. You can borrow his toilet.
Yeah, goddamn. I'll just hold it in.
Go to Casey's.
We get told by our landlord, yeah, well, I mean, I have another apartment that's empty that if you really need to go, you can go there. My girlfriend was not happy about that. But, yeah, back to Stinky Boy.
Stinky Joe. So Stinky Joe's killing spree starts September 22nd, 1980. He killed 3 black men and 1 young black boy. in the space of 36 hours. He used a 22 caliber sawed-off Ruger 10-22 or 10x22 semi-automatic rifle concealed in a brown paper bag, which I didn't really get that because after the first one, it's kind of obvious if it's in a paper bag with a hole in the bottom.
I mean, they didn't know really. I mean, I guess they
Maybe he had different.
didn't know
multiple paper bags.
who he was at first.
Well,
I
he shot two of them sitting in the car. One dude was eating his McDouble in the parking lot
Yeah.
on his lunch break, and then the kid was sitting in the car at a convenience store waiting for his mom to get back.
I guess you're
One
not
of
going to
one-
see the hole until it
one of
fucking
them
comes
was
up
some
at you.
I was just
14-year-old
making a really
kid.
shitty joke.
Oh,
One of them was some 14-year-old kid.
yeah,
waiting
he was
for
the
some
he was the
dude.
one in the. Oh, maybe it was a dude.
He was waiting
but-
for a dude, and they were like talking to this dude, and it's just like the dude. They were like, "Yeah," he was kind of like, "Bro, I didn't know it. Like, please." Like, they were like, "Yeah, the car's stolen, man." And it's just like, "Oh fuck." I only saw the reenactment. I didn't see the whole story, but I mean, that's a scary thing to be. Is some, your dude just gets shot in a fucking stolen car that you're like coming back out to get to. It's like, oh shit, man. I would not want to be in that guy's shoes walking back out to that car.
nope.
Yeah, so one day after the first attacks, the Buffalo police chief held a press conference and pleaded it to stop. And he said, this is a quote, "If you hear this, come forward and I will personally make sure that you get the help that you need." But it's too little too late. Dude tried to check himself in 14 days earlier.
Yeah,
Right? He's like,
What do they
"Fuck
call it
them."
in Split? The Beast? Is that the...
yeah, something like
yeah,
that.
we'll call this one the Racist. The Racist came out.
The racist came out. His muscles got fucking, or his skin got 10 times whiter or some shit. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. It's the first attacks are what really sparked some shit up in upstate New York.
That's what made me wonder, because like following some of the next attacks is what made me think, what evidence do they have that it wasn't just other people following in his footsteps, doing the killings?
Yeah, I also kind of had that question too, because he just kind of like, once he finally got caught, was telling people in prison like, "Yeah, dude, I did all of those.
Right.
Like, I'm the 22 caliber killer, blah blah blah."
Well, and I think what it said is he's like I mean, this is the only thing that I think could actually hold up, is where when they did detain him, they said that he started just spouting off that he killed black people. And like, maybe if you said who you killed there in that moment, but what's going to stop you from learning about all these other murders? They're going to be like, "Well, did you kill this person?" "Yeah." "Well, what about this person?" "Yeah." "Him
Dude,
too?"
there's
"Yes."
a crazy documentary about like that, and it kind of like killed the reputation of the Texas Rangers. Is in the 70s they had this mentally challenged dude in Texas admit to a bunch of
I remember
Oh
that.
yeah, I remember you
crimes.
telling me about
it's called
that.
like the Innocent Man, I think is what it's called. Definitely, if you are interested in the absolute proof of corruption in the justice system, watch that shit, because they got him to admit to like 170 murders or some shit like that.
Right.
Like, and it's such a ridiculous story that he's not even ranked on the top serial killer list. Like, he killed like one person and got arrested, and they would literally, like, a mentally challenged person, they'd be like, "Yeah, if you tell us you killed this bitch, we'll give you a strawberry milkshake from McDonald's. You like them strawberry milkshakes,
Did
don't
he
you?"
actually kill someone though?
He killed like one person, and it was even questionable whether or not he killed the person, and he got put on death row for it.
Been there.
All right,
that
buddy, we're gonna hook
documentary
you up
is-
to this chair now.
Yeah, we'll give you a strawberry milkshake if you sit in this chair.
Am
Let
I
us
gonna
strap
get
you
my
in.
strawberry milkshake? Yeah, it was nice knowing you, buddy. What? Huh?
That's fucked.
No, they would literally like let him. They'd let him like walk around the Texas Rangers station and shit like that, and he was like buddy. They'd let him think that he was buddies with them. They'd bring him McDonald's and give him cigarettes, and they'd be like, "Yeah, now did you hear about?" And they'd like show him case files, and then he'd go talk to the FBI agent and be like, yeah, I killed that bitch. I strangled her and then I threw her down in the brush on the side of the road. And they like, because he had been looking at the case files, he would show them where the body was.
Yeah.
And the FBI was like, eventually like, this guy couldn't have done this because he killed 2 people on different sides of the state of Texas within 12 hours of each other, and that's not possible.
No. I mean, if you got a plane.
Yeah, but he couldn't drive.
You don't know.
What if he flew his own plane?
Dude, the only way that guy was flying is if he flapped his arms and God was like, oh, God, I have pity on this creature.
I'll give it to him.
He reminds me of my boy AJ. Not you, AJ. a different AJ.
I was going to say, that's fucked up, bro. I've never flapped my arms thinking I could fly. Done a lot of other dumb shit, but I've never done that one.
Yeah, no, that's seriously, though. I never got down to the bottom of that, what even they thought, if he actually did all the murders or if it was just him.
Well, he didn't even get convicted of the murders that he got arrested for, which is absolutely insane. So he was looking at 60 years, and then the case didn't get dismissed. It got overturned because of double jeopardy. They couldn't fucking charge him with the same crime twice. It's the same O.J. Simpson thing. Like, O.J. Simpson could write a book right now and be like, I killed the bitch. Yeah. But he would get arrested and charged for perjury and shit like that.
Yeah.
But you can't get charged for the same crime twice. Or tried. I guess you can get charged for it twice, but you can't get tried for it twice. And so, yeah, he didn't get arrested for the murders that he got arrested. He didn't get charged for the murders that he got arrested for. He got charged on some other shit. But his original sentencing, and this is jumping way ahead, but I can't stop, was 60 years. And the case got dismissed, and they gave him life after that.
Jesus.
So he was, instead of getting his 60, they weren't going to tack on more after the 60, and they ended up giving him life?
Well, there was 3 homicide charges, and he got convicted for those, but the case got overturned, or the ruling got overturned because they wouldn't let a psychiatric professional come in and testify whether or not he was fit to stand trial. And that was post, like it wasn't even like during the trial, it was after, so it wasn't a mistrial, it was the case got overturned.
Damn. But then he got life after that.
Yep.
Yeah, crazy. He's like, wow, I really dodged a bullet.
Well, a 60-year sentence, he was like, what, 27 when he got arrested?
Yeah.
So, I mean, 60 years, that's basically life.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it would have been. But I mean, shit, for you to think 60 years and then dodge the bullet and be like, wow, I feel really
a free
lucky.
man, and you walk out of the courthouse and they put you in handcuffs again. You're like, son of a bitch.
You just walk out there, raise your arms, we did it! They just tuck it in handcuffs behind your head. Oh, shit, what the hell is going on?
Dang.
Yeah,
Next week.
I've been watching that, actually.
Law and Order.
The SVU.
SVU, yeah.
That's the only
Dude,
good one.
Criminal Intent sucks.
SVU
I
is
like the main detective in Criminal Intent. The chubby
white
Italian dude.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the big chubby white dude.
I choose to not watch those shows. I think I did watch an episode of the SVU or whatever.
Dude, they
Isn't
did
that with Ice-T?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one was not bad.
I just found out recently they did like an entire season based on real cases.
Oh.
I thought they were all mostly real cases.
I think a lot of them are fictional, but there's like an entire season like based on real cases.
That'd actually be pretty sick. Is that the SVU one? Maybe I'll check that out.
It's like season 9 or something like that.
SVU.
As long as Ice-T is the murderer, the judge, and the jury. It's the only way I'm going to watch it.
You forgot about the executioner.
The executioner.
We can't execute people.
Dude.
He's not a gangster anymore.
Yeah.
Tell that to him, dude.
Where's his movie fucking... Actually, dude, Ice-T is fucking... I love that dude.
Don't they have a movie with Ice-T's son playing Ice-T?
No, that's Ice Cube.
Oh. I was close.
No, straight out of Compton.
Ice-T does he has his like band and shit, and he plays that he did a cover of Institutionalized, and that shit's fucking awesome.
Yeah, that shit slaps.
And
I'm
he
just
like
saying, bitch, let me play my
let
Xbox.
me play my motherfucking Xbox, bitch. And then he's like, oh man, dude. Yeah, if you haven't heard that institutionalized cover, and it's like his own, like he redid it and everything, but it's fucking fantastic. The original is awesome. I was like, I knew I heard this song somewhere, bro. Like, I just asked my mom, I want a Pepsi. Like, Mom, I just want a Pepsi. Why can't I have a Pepsi? Yeah, I don't know. That's the original. It's so good, though. Like, so good. Nice Tea just made it better.
You just gotta take a fucking Pepsi.
Fucking shoot you with this 22 for a Pepsi.
See, why wasn't he the BB gun bodybuilder?
Yeah, the BB gun bandit or something.
Yeah,
like,
the BB gun bandit.
yeah,
I
we
like
need to
it.
start there.
That's Mike.
No way.
No,
All right,
Mike's
Mike's-
the wrist rocket bandit.
Mike's joining us from
I'm the
prison.
pocket rocket bandit.
Slingshot bandit.
Nope. The one-eyed trouser snake bandit.
Well, I mean, I don't think those charges would be murder.
It would. You'd bleed out. I'd steal your penis.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, yes, then yes.
And I'd have them, like, I'd make a necklace out of, like, a bunch of penises.
Dude, are you the... I think you tie into the story a little bit. If you guys know where I'm going with that.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
So,
that shit, cringe. Oof.
I'm gonna let Dylan talk about that.
Yeah. So, yeah, you just give me the cue and I fucking...
So, like, with the killings in September on the 22nd, 23rd, late into the night or early in the morning of the 24th, the attack sprung a huge racial tension in Buffalo, New York, which, again, is a very dense black population. And it re-sparked some fucking dumb shit Klan members into doing dumb fuck Klan member shit.
Oh, God.
Like, there was one, the main street, and I've been in Buffalo before, like twice, maybe 3 times. And, yeah, like there's, back then in the downtown area, it was called Jefferson Street. And there was a huge, like, downtown area. And some dumb fuck asshole Klanman decided, oh, hey, we're striking back against the blacks coming into our community. And decides to build a cross in his backyard, dig it, somehow undetected, dig it into the ground on the corner of Jefferson Street, and light it on fire.
Damn, yeah.
Fucking retards.
Think about that. Like, what? I'm trying to think of a street. So think of, like, in our town size comparison, like 12th and Walnut, like one of the most
Right.
past streets.
Is that's what it was
Why would
on?
you
Like
say
one
12?
of the...
That's not really the
12th
most...
and Walnut.
Is that what?
It's because it's if you're going to downtown, you go down 12th and Walnut because you don't hit any stop signs and you don't have to go down Main Street.
If you know, you know.
Right. I guess I wouldn't say that was like one of the more busy streets.
Oh, I lived on the corner of 12th and Walnut. It's hella busy, but especially when school's in session, all the high school kids and shit. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like, it's not like the main street, but it's a super busy street.
Oh, okay.
So it's not 12th
Like
and
you
Main.
try
but it's
and
12th
do
and
that on
Walnut.
12th and Walnut, you definitely, before you get that done, cops are gonna be there. Like what's going on, man? Like, yeah, we live here. We're gonna burn this cross.
So one, the fact that even was able to have happened just blows me away. I don't know. It's fucking crazy. And
Yeah.
it just like lit a fire under fucking the Klan's ass, and I'm just like,
Well,
the fact that there's still Klan members today in 2021 makes me fucking so annoyed.
I mean, you
Right,
got that, but it's like not even the Klan members, like just even the average white person. Like, how many fucking white people back then? Because I mean, we still, as much as we see fucking racism today, still in white people, like.
We see racism in every culture.
Yeah, but like, I mean, just I can't imagine that the tensions were obviously not even in the Klan. Like, the Klan probably got a kick out of it,
Yeah, that's what
But
I'm saying. Like, they were like,
yeah.
oh, it's our time to.
But
fucking-
I bet everyone was like I can't imagine how many actual normal, like, other people in the society were like cool with it or okay with it or didn't care at all and just was like, who cares? Like, they're not, you know.
Yeah, it drove a wedge in an already fragile societal, like,
Right.
coming together.
Right. What are you going to do after hearing that black people are getting fucking killed on the street? You going to trust a white person? No.
Yeah.
She a woman? Still not going to trust her. I thought about that watching, like, people, like, walking down the street and stuff. I knew it was, like, just a redone, you know, video of it. But, like I had that thought, like, dude, what if, like, a white person was walking down the street? I would fucking run to the other side of the street, like, at all costs, avoid any white person at all. Like, after hearing that shit, that a guy's just carrying around a fucking 22 just in a paper bag,
Right.
like, shit.
Any person with a lunch, run away from them.
Some white kids walking down the block with his lunch in a paper bag and just fucking, nope. Get me away from that kid.
He's like 6.
I mean, it even got to the point where it was like the community in Buffalo was like, hey, that guy comes to our neighborhood. It's taken care of. No cops. Like, shit. Because the cops got literally nowhere with it. Literally no, like, no, the cops never arrested him for this shit. Like, never arrested him for the first 4 killings.
Yeah, I mean, that's crazy to me because it became such a. I mean, maybe I don't know how big of a case, but I mean, it went up all the way to the chain to the president. Like, got his attention.
Yeah.
I don't know if he made a statement on it, but
Nah, HW made a statement for him.
God, who was the president again?
Reagan.
No, it
right?
wasn't. No, it wasn't
Wasn't it?
Reagan. Dude, I never remember his fucking name. He's like the one of the presidents. I can
Carter.
never. Maybe, yeah.
And he does, or either Carter or Ford.
It was probably Carter. Yeah, it wasn't Ford.
Oh yeah, I think it was Carter, Jimmy Carter.
Pretty sure.
It
Pretty
went-
sure
it
that's
went
right.
Carter, then Reagan. Reagan got an 84.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Because, yeah, George H.W. spoke for Reagan on the campaign when it happened. He gave a speech about the 22 caliber killer.
Damn.
Ronald Reagan cares about the black community, okay?
Be a good
That's
time.
literally what he said. That's what I saw a clip of it. That's why I thought Reagan.
That's funny as hell. I mean, yeah, dude, that's wild. You gotta get the votes of everyone, man. I wonder how much they actually cared.
Well, that's why they had to use a fucking movie star to fucking do it. To get their votes, dude. To make that regime change even worse, you know? Ronald Reagan, fucking them Reaganomics were not good.
No.
No.
See, a movie star?
Yeah,
You
Reagan.
didn't know Reagan was a movie star?
God, I think
He acted with a chimp.
I feel like I've like definitely heard that throughout my life, but I never just like
He was a dum-dum.
I didn't pay much attention to shit like that back in the day. I wonder what movie he was in. Do you guys know the name or what it was?
Planet of the Apes.
It was Jimmy Carter in the 80s, though.
It wasn't Planet of the Apes.
I was like, are you serious? Like, you said monkey. I was like, it sounds right. If the shoe fits.
Bedtime for Bonzo.
That's crazy. I didn't. God, I guess I thought like I knew he was maybe like somehow like famous.
Yeah, he was
before,
the
but-
governor of California, and that's like in our lifetime when they made Schwarzenegger the governor of California. They're like, oh god, we got another fucking Reagan.
Yep. And he did a very horrible job.
Reagan or
No, well, I mean, yes.
both.
Both of them. My grandma lived in both eras in California under Reagan and Arnold Schwarzenegger. And she
wasn't a fan.
She's not a fan.
She's a very staunch Republican, though. So.
Well, then that would make sense.
Yeah.
I imagine Schwarzenegger being for the people. I imagine. I don't know what the fuck he did.
He was for the vineyards, and I remember that.
He was for, like, the tourism aspect.
Yeah.
I remember, like, when he was, whatever, I would always see those, come to
The
California.
commercials.
California. Something. You'll love it here.
It's always sunny in California.
No, I told you, California.
Always sounds like he's got a fucking dick in his mouth and shit. Oh, my God. Dude, fucking... Do we want to move on with this guy?
Let's get it.
With this Stinky Joe.
Stinky Joe? How's that not
I
the
did
word of the
remember
day?
to bring word of the day, though.
I thought that was the word of the day.
Oh, no.
Stinky Joe?
Word of the day I thought was brought to us by Hawkeye Vodka.
No.
That's why I brought that.
No.
Dude, I got citrus vodka next to my left foot right now.
Damn, yeah. You guys really don't want to just do straight vodka shots? What?
You guys
Think
want to
about-
get some fucking vodka shots?
Think of all the calories we'll burn just by digesting it. Burn more calories than you drink.
I heard that you can lose weight by only taking cold showers.
I mean, they say living in a colder house, you lose more weight. They say your fat cells turn into, like, brown cells.
That's
Or fat, whatever, turn into brown fat or whatever.
they were saying it's because how much energy it takes your body to
Keep warm.
because your body keeps a constant temperature. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. They said something about your fucking white fat turns into, like, brown, which is, like, something when you're, like, a baby or something. Like, when you're, like, turning a baby, you have, like, brown fat. I don't fucking know, dude. Don't quote me on this. Quote
But
someone
you're a
else.
medical expert.
Oh, shit. Never mind. Quote me on this. I know what I'm talking about.
All right. So on October 8th, Stinky Joe bludgeoned 71-year-old Parlor. His first name's Parlor, which is badass.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he was 71 when he got murdered. So, I mean, maybe this guy caught him like 30 years earlier. I guess he wouldn't have been born yet, but he could have beat his dad up. I don't know.
Right.
With a name like Parlor, you have to be able to throw hands, right?
Or billiards. I don't know.
Same diff, but like, you know what I'm saying? So Parlor Edwards, he was bludgeoned to death. Stinky Joe then cut his heart out and mutilated his body.
Damn, I didn't
What
hear
the
about
fuck?
that one. Fuck.
Cut it, yeah. And then stuffed him. So he was a 71-year-old taxi cab driver.
Ooh, I didn't
Stuffed him
hear,
into the trunk of his own taxi cab, parked it, and fucking just walked away.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it said, like, some construction company or, like, they called the city or some shit. The guy playing the construction worker in the remake looked like Carrot Top.
Probably was Carrot Top.
Yeah.
It was his first
Was he
role.
skinny or jacked?
Is a skinny long red-haired dude. It was
So it's Carrot Top before it was famous.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, no, when he got famous, he, like...
Started doing
Yeah.
straight steroids. Growth hormones.
Was it steroids? I didn't know. He looks... Yeah, he definitely got
Have you
some
seen
muscle.
Carrot Top recently? He's fucking looks like
I knew he
Lou
got.
Ferrigno.
I knew he got big. I didn't know how big. I knew he got big, but maybe he got fucking.
Like he wears like
jacked.
an XL T-shirt
If
and it's
anybody-
like skin tight.
Anybody has steroids, I am willing to try some.
Yeah, it's
You
like,
don't want your PP to get any smaller, brother.
I don't have much PP left anyway.
I know
so
you're gonna become a woman.
Mine, it's an innie, not an outie.
dude. I'd be the strongest woman at the Olympics. I'm just kidding.
I'm a grower
But
because I
seriously.
can't be a shower.
Bro, that's crazy that he cut his fucking heart out. Like I watched that story, but like I was trying to kind of go through the shit, see what was happening through the killings and shit.
Did they ever find his heart?
Yeah.
Did he just,
I
like,
don't know.
leave it there next to him, or did he like take it with him as a souvenir?
Probably wore it as a pendant, like a fucking Insane Clown Posse fan, a juggalo.
He should have just gave it to a woman. Like what? That would have been the ultimate. I
On some
love
Van
you.
Gogh shit.
Something I thought that was fucking funny as shit in the remake, in the FBI films remake version of it, because they do it like they have like actors and shit. The guy that they put in the trunk had his like fucking shirt like pulled up all the way like up to his like armpits and shit. A same guy that they had laying in a field also was laying down with his shirt just pulled way up. And I'm starting to think that was the same actor just going, okay, but check it out. But what if I'm dead, but I do this instead? And just pulls his shirt up and just lays there instead.
He's like, I'm getting paid twice today. You're using me in two different scenes.
They had to pull the shirt up because he cut his heart out.
And then he's like doing the second scene and he's like, yo, guys. And they're like, oh, fuck, he's going to do it. And he pulls his shirt up and just falls over. And they're like, oh, my God, he's a genius. You look way more dead if your shirt's fucking ripped up to your fucking armpits, bro. I don't know. I swear to God, it almost looked like they were wearing the same exact outfit, too. I don't know. But, yeah, pretty crazy shit.
Yeah, so on October 9th, so the next day, another body of a taxi cab driver was found in a similar fashion in Buffalo.
Real quick, this is a killing without a shot, right? Without a 22 shot, right?
Yeah. The only time he ever used a 22 was the first murders.
Yeah. Which, I mean,
Day one.
Yeah, he's not like an MO kind of killer. I kind of thought that maybe...
He gets a couple nicknames throughout the...
That's why I thought, like, did other people do this? Like, did other people think that they could get away with it because it'll just go under the name, you know?
And then when he got caught, he was just like, fuck it, give me all that attention. Let my name go down in history.
Except he could have just gotten the 60 years and instead got life.
Yeah. Well, he didn't spend a lot of time in prison. He died pretty early into his sentence.
Oh, yeah, that's another thing I don't know much about.
Oh, it's fucking hilarious.
I mean, I know.
I literally... Oh, I can't wait to get into his death now. Because you guys are going to fucking laugh your hearts off.
I'm just trying to think of the word of the day.
I think I know, like, I mean, you obviously know what I want to talk about, but that's not it? That's not how he dies?
No.
Okay, good. That's awesome. I want to, yeah, that's fucking sick. So the next guy, he killed the same fashion. Did he cut that guy's heart out?
From what I read, I would assume so. It said both murders were in almost the exact same fashion. Is literally the sentence I read in the article that I was reading.
Was it an old fashioned?
Why are you gonna
put?
put?
There was also another really like old, almost retired black man that was a taxi driver in Buffalo.
Why are you gonna put someone in the trunk and not cut their heart out again?
Yeah, like why are
you gonna do less? People are gonna be like, dude, this guy is not hard.
And so the only thing that makes me think that there's no copycat killings as far as this guy's body count goes is it's always in such a, which also blows my mind how he gets away with it, because he kills 4 people in 2 days, doesn't get caught, 2 in broad daylight, 2 at night. Next night kills 2 more people, or not next night, but the next occurrence, the 8th and 9th of October, kills 1 guy before midnight and 1 guy after midnight. And they're both killed the same way. So I think like there's something in that part of his head that's telling him to do this, that it's like, well, we need to make sure that they know we're the one doing it, because it happens every single time it's that he kills someone or attacks someone, that it's multiple attacks the exact same way in such a short period of time. And there's not Twitter back then. It's not like someone's not on fucking Jefferson Street being like, oh, look out for the white guy in the in the fucking straw hat with the paper bag.
Right.
There's no form of like immediate awareness.
If people are gonna know how hard you are, you gotta be like, bro, this is what I did.
Like the news doesn't even have the scoop back then until almost the next day in the 80s, early 80s. Like I remember, like you remember the movie Zodiac, like how long it took them to even hear about the police getting it took so long for the police to let the press know that the Zodiac killer was trying to get caught, that the Zodiac killer sent letters to the press. They're like, the police aren't telling you that I'm here.
Yeah.
But I'm here. I'm queer. Let's deal with it. I got slaves waiting for me in heaven.
Now they're like, no, we gotta get this. When someone dies, they're like, everyone got.
Well, nowadays someone gets shot on the street and there's someone filming it with their iPhone going, World Star.
Bro, right. Did you see that one that like it was like over a shoveling dispute? Like they somebody like shoveled or blew their fucking snow into somebody else's yard or whatnot, and the guy comes over and starts yelling, goes back into his house, comes out, and fucking goes bop bop, and kills the dude and his wife right there. Like,
and someone videotaped it?
Well, the fucking Ring was videotaping it, like, from their house.
Classic. Yeah, you can't get away with that shit. Like, it's
you can't get away with anything.
It's instantaneous nowadays. But we're talking about 1980. That's 41 years ago.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I mean, that's so wild to me that, like...
Make me feel old.
I mean, I don't really know the rate of murders back then compared to now, but, like, if there was a time period to murder people, definitely not now.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Now is the you are definitely going to jail time period.
Yeah. Don't try to get away with murder nowadays. I know the TV show looks catchy, but just don't.
Right.
So, on October 10th, Stinky Joe attacked a man named Colin Cole in a Buffalo hospital. So, this guy's starting to get some fucking a set on him. Attacks a dude in a hospital bed. Tries to strangle him to death. And Cole told the police that the suspect, which was unnamed at the time, yelled, "I hate hard R's," while he was strangling him in his hospital bed. And the attack was interrupted by a nurse walking in to check on the patient.
Jesus. What do you say?
What?
What do you say at that, like, to the nurse? Like, jeez.
Yeah, like, and then he just runs away and never gets caught.
Yeah,
also didn't get charged for this crime.
Shows in the reenactment of him just, like, leaving the room when the nurse comes in. Like, what are you doing? He leaves the room and is just walking down the hall. I'm like, you would be fucking running, bro. What are you did? Like, come on, man. Make these reenactment good. No one's just gonna, like, that's like walking away from an explosion. It's not realistic.
Yeah.
I don't want good television. I want facts. I want real TV. I was like, damn, they really just played it out like this guy just fucking chillaxed, walked down the hall after trying to strangle someone.
Oh, you got me strangling another guy.
Uh-oh, you got me strangling someone.
Uh-oh,
Stinky.
Uh-oh, Stinky.
Dude, unless, like, he was actually, was he trying to get caught so that he decided to just walk out of there and that they literally didn't have enough, like they didn't even catch him?
Dude, I think there was something in his brain that made him want to get caught. Because all these things are happening, like, a month apart, but it's all happening within a day or two.
I mean, he went in there trying
to...
Yeah,
he tried to get...
He tried to go fucking... get himself, you know, institutionalized, and they said no, so he was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go kill people until they fucking put me away.
Could be. It's crazy, and, like, he literally could have gotten away with so much of it because I did, like, when we get to the confession side of it, or, like, when he was confessing about it, like the only, I think the only evidence they had was him saying that he did it. I don't think they had... Unless they actually, like, afterwards pinpointed, you know, him with the Ruger 10 or whatever. But from what I learned, I don't think they actually caught him because they caught him. Like, they didn't tie him to any of the murders.
No, what they caught him with was something that happened later, which got fucking the whole trial got thrown out, and the judgment was reversed. Like, that's...
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy. I mean, I guess he did get caught in the end, but what he originally had been caught for was none of the stuff that we've been talking about already.
Yeah.
Which is insane. Like, it's almost like pleading to get caught the way that he's doing, like trying to kill someone in a hospital.
Yeah. It when your targets, your choice of targets are anyone on the street, you could, for him to do what he was doing, he could have just killed, like, he was obviously satisfied with just killing people on the street. So
we could have just been a mass shooter. I mean,
like, going into a hospital, like, that's obviously asking for attention.
Yeah.
Like, maybe he had a really cute nurse that he liked there, and he was trying to show off or something, and he was like, "Look what I can do!
Look what I can do!
Look what I can do!" I don't know. He definitely had the vibes of, like, look at me. Like, I'm a killer. Look at me.
So, Stinky Joe got away with all of these attacks for the time being and enlisted in the U.S. Army in November of that year. Literally a month after he had killed 2 people and tried to kill someone in a hospital bed, was able to enlist in the U.S. Army.
Yeah.
But, again,
They didn't know.
1980s.
Right? Like, yeah.
1980s problems.
He enlisted. They didn't know at all, though. Like,
No.
he just enlisted. He was like, that's what I thought. I didn't know exactly when he enlisted, but I assumed it was...
It was after he had killed, like,
Yeah.
8 people.
Like, what was his plan to go into the Army? His thought process, like,
Maybe
I'm
he
fucked
could
in the
kill more
head.
people.
Let's go in the
Well,
Army.
I think one voice in his head was, maybe I'll be stationed in South Africa.
I mean, yeah.
I don't, dude. It's there's. I don't know. I wasn't able to find anything relating to his early life about his dad being racist or anything like that. It's
Right.
just like there's something in this guy's head, in his paranoid schizophrenic head, that's like, I don't know. I don't got time to look up for that shit though. Like I
mean,
that's
it's
just like even like
right.
doing research on people that have that mindset makes me.
I think we can just
Anxious.
agree, though, like the tactics that they had to try and divide divide people, to divide the blacks from the whites. That's what their goal was, and it makes sense that even in a time of the 80s when people are trying to do movements we're trying to do today.
Well, he was born in the 50s, so he grew up through the civil rights era.
Yeah, like you're like I don't think that. Like, people are, you could have movements and stuff to try and bring people together, but I still feel like their media tactics were still there to try and separate people hard as fuck.
I just remembered something. So they referenced, they referenced, there was a community leader in Buffalo. God, what was his name? It was a black dude that almost looked like Frederick Douglass Alexander. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Nope.
Or Frederick Douglass, not Alexander. But he was a community leader in Buffalo, and he was like, the police issued the fuck was it called? Stop and watch program to try to isolate suspects. And he was like, and this was happening when David Berkowitz, the Son of Sam killer, got caught in New York City, and the dude in Buffalo was like, yo, don't do a stop and search program, just keep doing your job on a day-to-day basis, because that's what the Son of Sam killer got caught because of a parking ticket. We've talked about that before. And he was like, that's what got him caught. Maybe you'll catch this guy on a parking ticket. Or some small misdemeanor that leads to the killer being caught. And the cops are like, no, you don't know what you're talking about.
Right.
I don't know why I just remembered that, but yeah.
Sorry, I was kind of spacing. My girlfriend said she was going to pick me up Subway. Had to throw that order in.
I get the same thing every time.
Footlong Italian, spicy
Italian.
I
On what bread, though, AJ?
I get the
is that what
BLT.
you get?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were guessing what I get. And I was like, damn, dude, how did he know?
It depends. Sometimes Italian urban cheese, sometimes just straight up white bread.
Always Italian.
I'm
urban
doing
cheese.
flatbread.
Oh, man. I don't like their flatbreads.
I like it with the spicy Italian. Maybe I do a normal bread.
Italian urban cheese. with
Italian
the
urban cheese, spicy Italian.
The BMT. You get more meat that way.
Yeah, but you can get double meat for like $1.50 extra.
Get the BMT with pepper jack.
All I'm saying
Bam.
is you want that stinky. You get that Italian urban cheese, get that spicy Italian double meat, pepper jack cheese, lettuce, spinach, olive oil, vinegar. You put
Dude,
some
they get that-
jalapenos,
they get
some
that-
pickles, some
That's sriracha sauce when they get that sometimes.
Subway slaps, dude. For
how
fucking-
cheap
for-
it is?
Yeah, for a
Fuck
cheap
yeah.
cheap corporate fucking sub place.
Dude,
Bro, I spend more money at the gas stations when I go.
bro, I got 2 shitty fucking burgers from McDonald's for the same price that I could have had like half of a fucking good ass sub. Like,
Yeah, but sometimes you got to get that greasy fucking
You need
McDouble.
that greasy.
I need something smaller.
Clean
Like
your
sometimes
shoot out.
that Subway will fill you up. That's a lot of bread, and you're trying to eat healthy sometimes. Like yeah, Subway,
look at
eat
Jared.
fucking fresh and healthy. Yeah, fuck you, Subway.
I've been eating a lot of authentic Mexican cuisine lately since I started my new job. And, dude, I'm telling you, that fucking greasy-ass food cleans your shoots out.
You're gonna start eating some menudo.
All right.
You should have said no to that one.
I don't know what the fuck you just said.
Menudo is entrails.
Oh. Well, I'm sure they can probably make it taste really good.
Yeah.
No?
See,
Not my cup of tea.
I like to eat entrails raw, so I don't think I'd like it cooked.
Yeah, Dylan eats ass, bro.
Oh.
So Stinky Joe is in the military now, yeah? So this is this is when shit starts getting really fucking wild for my brain to process how you don't get caught. So Joe decides to go to Manhattan and hunt down black people for Christmas. He gets Christmas freelo from the army.
Furlough.
Furlough. I always want to say freelo because you're free.
And you on the low.
Yeah, and you on the low. So on December 20th, he arrived in Manhattan, and I like to imagine what's the movie? Oh man, is it
Coming to America.
No? What's the movie where the guy like spends a day, or maybe I'm just thinking about the Vegas shooting. I think I'm just thinking about the Vegas shooting of just like being in a hotel room and like spreading all your shit out on a bed and just being like, all right, this is what I'm gonna use today.
Mr. Bean.
Yeah, Mr. Bean. Maybe I'm thinking of what the fuck? Get Smart with Steve Carell. I don't know. But so on December 22nd, he commits 4 more murders and 2 maimings. This time he used a knife, which coined him the new moniker, the Midtown Slasher.
Didn't hear that one.
Yeah, so
You said the hash slang slasher?
Yeah.
Yep. So between the hours, okay, so this is the timeline of his attacks. 11:30 a.m., 1:30 p.m., 3:30 p.m., 6:50 p.m., 10:30 p.m., and then midnight.
Damn.
That's a fucking long
Just
day, bro.
walking around, fucking picking someone out and stabbing
Following
them
them for
and
a little
cutting them.
bit.
Yeah.
What would give you more adrenaline? Not saying it's right, but doing fucking cocaine all day or fucking going and stabbing people all day? I don't know the answers.
Going and stabbing somebody all day would definitely give you more adrenaline.
I imagine that on the war path of with a knife too, like before he had a gun and he's like, this is too easy.
It might have been. That might be a thing. Maybe he was like, dude, that was... I didn't feel what I wanted to feel off shooting somebody.
Well, and then he was bludgeoning people and then strangling people.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I hit him in the head with a hammer
It's
one
shit
time.
like that.
And
Like
game over.
to me, like his mindset of using a gun was maybe, oh, I gotta do this, I gotta kill people. Like he could have been mental, but I think once you upgrade from just thinking about using guns and killing people to wanting to use a knife to kill people, it's like you're
Sadistic.
you're a murderer. Like
Yes,
that's where it's like I don't care how mental problems. Like I know he killed people before, and obviously you're a murderer, but when you
I
go
feel
to
like-
using a knife to go fucking stab people,
It's more personal, you know. Using a gun,
you might
look
it's
away
like
and go,
maybe
boom.
killing an animal. Yeah, it's like I'm just gonna end him in the head and go boom. He shot people in the head. He didn't torture them, didn't fuck with them. But a knife is like I want to. That's like
he
a
started
thought
cutting
process
people's
of
hearts
like
out.
yeah, like I want to feel the knife going through their bodies.
So,
That's what I imagine he sounded like.
Yeah, and then on December 29th, he returned to Buffalo, stabbed another man, and on December 30th in Rochester. And before returning to base on the 2nd of January, he attacked 3 more people on New Year's Eve.
Yeah, his kill list was higher than I thought.
What's his count?
Like 14.
Yeah.
Something like that, 13 or 14?
Unofficial count is like 14, I think.
Jesus.
Who really knows?
Nobody really hears about him either. You know?
Yeah. It's yeah. But just like the the New York City, just in Manhattan, just going around slashing people
Yeah.
Right.
in one of the
Yeah, there's
heaviest police populated cities.
I mean, not even that, but like how dense it is. How you just going around and slashing people at 11:30 in the day, dude.
One of the
Yeah.
funniest things was that made me laugh about that was one of the in the documentary, the FBI films. I fucking love that shit. I think I could watch that all day. There's this dude walk in, and he goes up to run around him, grabs his knife, grabs him by the neck, and the guy shoves him to the ground and goes, "Man, dude, what you doing?" Just like not freaking out at all. Yeah, like what you doing, man? And then it says, and then he proceeded to get back up and go and stab him in the chest 2 times. And I'm like, dog, the guy that you're showing in your video threw him to the ground like he was a piece of paper, was twice his size, and could have ripped his fucking throat out with his bare hands. And you're gonna tell me that he had this dude come and get to his, like, stab him in the chest? Like, I was like, man, I love you guys for your, what would you call it, fiction?
I love your work.
I love your fiction. Your fiction's awesome. I love how you make the non-fiction meet fiction. Like, just like you had the same guy dead on the ground with a shirt tucked in his armpits.
Hey, dude, he had to make rent. Don't dog that guy. FBI cinema don't pay much.
I appreciate it. I was like, I literally was thinking the whole time watching that. I was like,
Dylan's gonna rewatch it and see if he can recognize the nipple.
I was gonna say, well, both times the guy was laying down in the same fucking pose, wearing the same fucking clothes with his shirt tucked up into his armpits and shit.
Yeah, dog, you had to pull a double.
I was thinking about that. I'm like, imagine like trying to be an actor in this world, and that's the fucking job you land, and after that, you're done for. People watch that and we're just like, yeah, no, like it was a good job. You did great. You're just not what we're looking for.
Yeah.
And then they never had an acting role ever again. Like
97% of actors, bro.
yeah, like dude, at that point, I don't get why more actors don't just like, I know people do TikTok nowadays and shit, but it's like, yeah, just grab your fucking phone and do it yourself.
Yeah.
Like, you know how much time you'd save? Like, you're trying to be famous and shit. Like,
I mean, how many fucking movies are shot on iPhones nowadays?
I can't think of one.
I mean, if you
could find one.
if you count like people doing like TikTok,
movies
movies of TikTok, people's
porno
ADHD,
count?
dude. People's
No.
ADHD, a TikTok video is probably as long as a movie compared to people back in the day watching an actual movie. With how short our fucking attention spans are with that shit.
If porn caught on an iPhone counts as film, then we have to remove OnlyFans.
There's a lot of movies shot only on iPhones.
Really?
Yep. I could give you names, but I've never heard of any of them.
With Apple's memory space, they're shooting film?
I mean, you just do it by clips, right? Upload it to the cloud and delete it.
Tangerine was shot on 3 iPhone 5S models.
I'll have to check that one out.
No, you probably don't want to watch that movie.
No,
I probably
seriously.
don't want to watch any movie shot on an iPhone.
Filmed on the
I think
iPhone
that's
4.
the point.
Oh, God.
Dude, I have an iPhone 6 and I take pictures of shit and I'm like, God, this looks like dog ass. Dude, my webcam has better fucking photo quality than my phone
I want like
does.
a good quality camera. I'm looking at getting into the, we were talking the other day. It's like we want to get into the fucking acting business ourselves. We're going to be our own production company, dude.
Hell yeah.
It's going to be great.
Who's gonna front that?
Well, we gotta fun it, dude.
We just got to buy shitty cameras and shitty
let's
mics.
just have fucking like a 20-minute episode. Isn't that all you need?
No, fuck, that's way too long. I don't have creative juices to go for
Dude,
20 minutes.
Oh, see, you do fucking skit comedy, bro.
That's what I got. Yeah, dude, I fucking think, yeah.
Oh,
we were
we
talking.
can throw that together.
Dude,
quick. You know it?
This one skit, man, I'm telling you, I give you right now, it's super basic, you
No,
know?
don't
let
say
it. Don't
it.
let anybody
Someone-
know.
Yeah,
Dude,
don't say it on
I'm
the
stealing
air.
it from someone else. I just want like me, Keegan, watching some hot boy out there and just be like nerds and just be like, man, what does he have that we don't? And he has this hot chick, and Keegan will joke and say, "Oh, it's probably the short shorts, huh?" And then we just giggle, and then the next day we're at work, and then we're both wearing short shorts. Way more in depth than that, but it's just the funniest thing. I keep thinking about it. I just can't stop giggling at it. Like,
That's pretty good.
And then you said you want to do it, so I imagine all of us in just work gear. It could be all four of us just standing in front of a window inside like an office.
I know a guy that would be the hot boy.
I was thinking of that too. I was like, I guarantee.
I think you are thinking of the same person I'm thinking of.
I think we're all thinking of the same guy.
No,
you
who are you thinking of? Dana?
Yeah.
I that's like one of the funniest. I've thought of a lot of different ones, but that's like my favorite idea. Is just to think of that. Like, we'll go in the next day. Keegan's like talking to me over the thing. Yeah, and then he walks over to the printer. Just fucking see him in these fucking tight ass fucking short shorts. Whoa. Hey, nice short shorts. Are those new? No, I've had these. Thought I'd just break them out. Something like that. I don't know. Man, someday.
I bet they'd let us film it at work if it was slow enough.
Dude, I don't care where we film it. It'd be fun as fuck. I just want to do it for me, you know. It'd just be fun.
Yeah.
That's what I mean, like acting. Why would you want to go try and be a dumbass fucking actor in some shitty commercial doing something that's fucking boring?
Bro.
Well, look at Jimmy Tatro. He started out being making frat skits on YouTube, and now he's a fucking Hollywood celebrity.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen a lot of people like do like, not a lot, but I've like seen actors who like I've looked up and like they started off by doing, you know, older school skits that are like, one was a pizza skit commercial that probably no one fucking saw. Like they probably did see it, but like it wasn't fucking big, and now they're in this fucking big ass show and probably getting acting gigs. I'm like, good for them, dude. $9.99, huh?
Yep.
So you guys want to get back to Stinky Joe?
Back on
Stinky
track.
Joe, bud.
So on the second, Joe heads back to military base. Back on base, I couldn't find a date for this, but Joe attacked a black soldier in the lunchroom with a paring knife.
Like actually stabbed him too, didn't he?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't like, come here, you little bitch. It was like a fucking, no, like, I got you. Like, I'm gonna stab you, bitch.
The soldier survived, and Joe was locked up in the base's stockade. There, he attempted suicide for the first time. So and he'd finally been caught, and then he tried to kill himself.
Damn, what a puss.
But in a way that was wild, right? This is where
he slit his wrist with razor blades.
Oh. I didn't know he slit his wrist, but the other part too, right?
Continue.
So, upon trying to kill himself with slitting his wrist with razor blades, have you heard about this too, Michael?
No, keep going.
Oh man, it's my favorite. Tries to decapitate his head, but not the head that sits on his shoulders. The head that sits above his nutsack. He tries to slice off his own Johnson, or he does slice. I don't fucking know what he did. He sliced. He fucking what's the word? Oh man,
Mutilate.
that's it. He
Mutilate?
No, castrated. Castrated. Woo!
Hey. Dude, get it? Hey. Hell yeah.
Oh,
He castrated himself?
Yeah, dude. Oh man. Wowee.
Very botched job.
That was the word. I'm so
It was
happy.
botched as fuck, I bet.
Dude, in the FBI films, so for 1 year, I think it was Tyler's birthday, when we took a blow dart gun. We took this long blow dart gun with like metal darts, like an actual blow dart gun.
Right.
And we were shooting blow darts into his underwear, or into his ass. And so when he pulled down his pants and he had this white underwear on, and all it was just blood everywhere on his underwear, like 30 different spots of blood.
That was like last year.
That was a while ago, actually.
Was
it was
it?
crazy, yeah. But that's what it reminded me of in the remake of the scene where they have his pants down and it's just his underwear with a bunch of blood around his dick and balls, and it's just like, holy shit, man, that guy meant business, dude.
You think he just like made an incision and fucking like took it out? You think he took his whole ball sack off?
I mean, with the amount of blood that showed in the remake, it seemed like he fucking went for,
It was
you
a
know?
really botched job. There was still some shit left. There was a lot of shit left.
Oof, I can feel that in my fucking dick.
See, the best way, if you're going to castrate yourself, just get a rubber
Word of
band.
the day. What are we doing?
Just get a rubber band.
Yeah, when you brought it up earlier, I was
Dude.
like, I can't talk about this. I
Yes,
was like,
that's awesome.
I'm trying to do so
I saw
much
you.
better.
You were looking at me with the eyes, like I was like you're like I was asking you for the word, and you're like I can't say it, and I was like, oh yeah, this is it. I know it.
He gets that fucking little smirk on his face.
Yes.
Everybody listening at home, let's take a shot.
Word of the day.
To castration.
To castration. I might try that myself when I get home.
Woo.
No, yeah, I'm pretty sure. Like he like.
Whoa, hello.
He like did a half-ass job of like killing himself, but he wanted to punish himself too. So I'm pretty sure what he. Oh, I'm trying to remember this right. He cut his bits up first, but I think he didn't like the pain of it, and then he slit his wrist, and then he was trying to cut the back of his thighs, because if you slit your wrist and your thighs, you'll bleed out in like less than a minute. And because it's your palmar artery, it's like the biggest artery that goes to your heart. In your thigh, on the back of your thigh, and I think he passed out from pain, and then they found him just like bleeding on the floor.
Dude,
they're like, we need to put this guy in a fucking straitjacket, and then they started interviewing him and shit.
I literally hearing that though just made me think how I need to pay attention and. Like, I need to show my Johnson some love. I think I'm going to go home and bake an apple pie to stick my dick into just to show it some love that I'm never going to do that to him.
See, a warm
Is 26
cantaloupe.
too old to get circumcised?
No.
I mean, I'll circumcise you with my mouth.
Okay, Rabbi.
No, we need one of those fucking goth dudes that like sharpen their teeth into like fucking fangs and
Dude,
shit.
I just watched a weird ass fucking Vice story about some fucking crack den in New Jersey with this guy. His name was like Goth Mike or something like.
It was me.
No, but he was like.
He looked way more normal.
He
than
literally
you.
smoked smoked so much meth that he couldn't feel anything. And then used a Dremel, like you know what a Dremel is?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I think I saw that, dude.
I think I saw that
and
too.
he sharpened all of his teeth down to a point.
Oh my god.
I saw that.
And then, because he fucking did that, it like killed all the enamel in his teeth and his fucking.
Is right.
That would
And
hurt.
then it just ended up being like little black chunks in his mouth on his gums
Gross.
because the tips fell
Died.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah, that shit. Ugh. Kids, if you want to get your teeth into points, just go get veneers.
Yeah.
It's way less expensive in the long
It's
run.
only like 10K now, ain't it? And
I think it's less than that. I think
probably
it's
is.
like closer to like 5.
Bro. I might
To like,
go get
to like
veneers.
I don't know if it's 5 per or 5. No,
Yeah, I think it's
'cause
5 per.
No, because back in the day, do you remember what was it called? Not Fantasy Factory, Robin Big, when they made fucking Big Cat. No, not Big Cat. Drama. They made him a man dime. There was an episode, and they had his teeth completely like torn out and redone.
Jesus.
And it cost Rob like $20,000, and that was like 2008.
I don't know.
Say when Rob, when he like took
When
some
they
guy
when they
and
made his cousin a man dime, they're like, "Yo, your teeth fucked up. You're pretty, but your teeth are fucked up." And they pulled all his teeth out and put new teeth in.
It's crazy. It's like when the Kardashians did that to some homeless guy. She just like brought in a homeless dude and wanted to fix him up, and it's like, dude, as much as I don't like care for the Kardashians, the fact that they've taken a homeless guy and give him all new teeth and turn him into a man, they changed someone's life that day. So
Dude, fucking some widow did that to Richard Ramirez when he was in prison.
that wasn't. Wait, oh, never mind. Damn though.
Yeah,
good for Richard
some
Ramirez.
fangirl.
He wasn't such a bad guy. Just kidding.
Yeah.
We could have been
great dude at the end of the day.
Yeah,
At the end of the day.
we could have hung out. I'd have a beer with him.
Honestly, I probably would have a beer with him.
Oh yeah, dude. Like when I watched the show, what's the show, Mindhunter, where they like reenact like the FBI's investigation through serial killers or not investigation, but
the development of the behavior analysis unit.
Like watching those serial killers, I'm just like, dude, like I don't think it's fucked up that I would be totally cool with going and meeting those people, and just like. Not saying I'd like them. People who do that, I fucking hate. And if I found out that someone took a life, I don't think I'd have a problem with taking theirs. But that's just me. Depends on circumstances, but like in their situation, it's like, nah, like you did not help society. You did very, very bad shit. I would be totally fine with you getting killed, but let me at least hang out with you first.
Yeah, let's have a beer and then relax you.
Right.
Yeah,
that'd be an awesome. Like, dude, imagine if
what a
that
way
was
to go. Like,
dude,
how much beer you got left in that Bud Light can? Oh, it's almost empty. He takes the last sip. You just,
dude, imagine that being like something rich people could pay for someday. Like, you could pay like $1 million to hang out with a serial killer and be the one to kill him when you're done hanging out with him. Like,
it's the fucking money, shithead.
Benny says you're good for it, bro. That's a company we could start. And we'll even
I don't know how the government would feel about that company.
We'll definitely take care of body removal and cleaning services. Like, we'd actually clean the blood.
Set up a room like Dexter, and like the serial killer walks in chains.
No,
like, what the
you
fuck
just
is
do it
happening?
in your normal house. We would clean the blood off of the walls for you, unlike the police when we had a meth head bleed all over my fucking house and the police just left us to clean it up ourselves.
I think you would just have to call somebody like Taylor and they'd come clean it up.
I did actually, to be completely honest. My 2 other roommates cleaned it. I did not have to clean any.
To
of
be
the
honest,
blood up.
it was probably only Brandon that cleaned it
I
up.
think TT cleaned it. But to be completely honest, I was the only big enough guy. Me and Taylor, I was the one having to smash into the couch that was of blood. I didn't get to clean the blood off the couch. I had to run into this bloody fucking couch because we got it stuck in our door. Like, we literally, I don't know how we got the couch into our house in the first place, but when we tried to get this bloody meth head blooded couch out that looked like a murder scene, it got lodged in our door, literally filled up the whole door. We got it straight up and down into the whole door, and we had to fucking ram it like 20 times, ramming into a bloody couch before we got it out.
I had a buddy that worked in the furniture moving business, and the way to do it is you got to have the crease, so the 90-degree angle part, facing the, what are they called when you
door jam?
The door jam. And that's the way to do it.
We tried a lot of things before that was our last option, and that was our last option.
I've had to put enough showers in people's houses, like one-piece showers. I can basically get anything through a door nowadays.
Oh man, it's horrible.
I would have wished that you could have joined us on that adventure.
You could have just called me.
Dude, we were so dumbfounded. Like, I've moved a lot of shit through. I think what we did is moved it through the kitchen, through the garage, but we just wanted to get it out the main door, and goddamn, we got it stuck inside the door. And literally, we fucking had to like break the couch by ramming into this bloody
Jesus
fucking
Christ.
couch, which had like bugs and shit on it because they were like loving the blood.
Gross.
Like, so what? Like, I killed a guy. Does that mean I have to take out the couch that he bled out on? I mean, he killed himself. Just kidding. Anyone listening, this guy literally fucking... I don't know if you guys remember the story, but he broke into our house, bled everywhere, and the cops found him about 3 blocks away in another house, I think in the shower, like, trying to clean off the blood or something. Like, he broke into another house to, like, clean off.
Why didn't you just stay in your house and clean off?
No, because he was busy taking a nap in our house. He was too busy taking a nap. Like,
Bro.
You literally could see the blood trail from him breaking in through the bathroom, bleeding all over our bathroom. The blood trails on the wall led to our couch.
Jesus
where
Christ.
What was crazy is the couch was pushed up against the wall. Like, you couldn't get behind the couch. The couch got moved, like one of the sides of it got moved a foot away from the wall, and the back of the couch looked like you just slit someone's throat and just dragged them across the couch. Blood was literally drenched all along the back side of the couch. It was like a fucking murder scene. And then our pillow that was on the couch was soaked with fucking blood. Like, coming home was the funniest shit, because Brandon goes, I hear him go into the kitchen, and he goes, what the hell? Is that blood? And I'm like, no, like, dude, turn the light on, Brandon. Just turn the light. What the fuck? Is that blood? No, Brandon, just turn the light on. Oh my God, that's blood. I walk in there and just fucking blood is on our walls. But like I said, he broke in, bled on the walls, went to the couch, took a nap, and went out the front door. The blood tells all. The blood told the whole story. He did not steal. I had $200 sitting on top of my nightstand. I had pills, pain pills or some shit from a surgery or some shit. I can't remember.
From a drug dealer.
I had weed sitting around. I had everything. My computer, everything sitting around. And this motherfucker just needed a place to sleep.
Bro, that seems to happen a lot at your house, dude.
He chose the bathroom window to enter.
With his fucking head.
I swear to God, the last 3 years, the college kids in this town have gotten so much fucking dumber and so much drunker.
Actually, compared to, I think it was 20,000 years ago, they said that the human brain...
20,000 years ago.
The human brain has shrunk like 35%.
Yeah, because you got motherfuckers walking around with small heads, dude.
It would make sense that
you got
maybe
two
they
big
weren't
head
maybe they weren't book smart and shit, but they definitely didn't have all the problem solving. Like when you're in that day and age, everyone has to problem solve.
Exactly.
Like today's day and age, we don't have to problem solve.
It's too easy. You don't have to do anything. You could just
look it up on TikTok.
Well, you can just work your fucking shitty ass job.
Why do you have to have sex with someone when you can literally just buy a fake vagina?
Exactly. You can even buy a full fucking woman.
And soon it's going to be all AI.
Bro, listen to this. I work with a guy that has a wife that he bought off the internet.
Mail order bride?
Yep.
Dude, that's disgusting. Tell me the site so I can go and just see how disgusting
so I can go leave some comments.
That's fucking gross. But what's the site?
Don's like, that sounds like a cheap May, dude. I know the transaction. I
know
I know what the ruble to the US dollar is. I play Tarkov.
Yeah, it'd be hard to convince Emma, I think, at first, but I think when she realizes that this Russian girl will do all of our dishes and clean our house, I think she'd be into it.
I don't think that...
Maybe she'll give you blowjobs on Tuesdays.
I mean, fuck, if I have to get a mail-ordered husband, fuck it. I won't have sex with it. Emma can fucking go to town on it, as long as he does the dishes and does the laundry, fuck. I'll give him a handy every once in a while. I'm not going to neglect him. I gotta show him I love him.
I'm not gonna look at it, but I'm doing the job.
I mean, it's like shit. I make him give me blowies when I'm playing video games. The least I can do is give him a fucking solid 10 out of 10
Dylan,
handy.
I didn't know you were a Mormon.
Yo. Those guys are smart, dude.
That's polygamy.
They are smart. They got it down, dude. You ever seen My Sister Wives or whatever the fuck that crazy ass show was?
Yeah, and they all got the fucking
COVID.
Well, maybe, but they all got the fucking
most likely
the fucking not attitude. What am I thinking? It's not your attitude. What your fucking what's it called when you're
penis?
Yeah.
So one episode was way funny because there was this guy and a girl coming for a college class to do an interview with them and see what their life was like. And the Sister Wives guy, they decided to play a prank on them where they had all the wives cook a different meal and bring it to the man and pretend like he was judging them. And he'd go, yeah, that was decent. That was okay. And hands it to him, and then the next wife comes out and brings him a plate of food, and I was like, at least they got some comedy in them, you know? At least, that's a kind of a dark comedy. I was like, at least they got that, even though one of them left and said that relationship was not good, which, how could it not be?
Yeah, how could it be good?
I mean, the only one having fun is the dad.
Yeah.
The kids are just like 12 years old breastfeeding off of 5 different women. Like,
Damn. I wish I was a 12-year-old breastfeeding off 5 different
Dude, you would
women.
save,
No,
you would save
not if
so
you
much
saw
money
the
on
women.
milk.
Oh.
Well,
Well,
yeah, but you would save
dude,
so much money on milk, though.
they've all got the personalities of potatoes, though.
they
All of
all,
them.
they were ridiculous. They summed up when
This happens in America?
Yes.
dude, the shows,
So,
the guy's a
Utah,
hunk.
bro. Utah.
The guy's
I've
kind of a
never
hunk.
heard of this before.
The guy's kind of a hunk. Like, he literally, like, has some nice hair and shit and literally could have some hot-ass fucking wife probably, but instead he chose these 5 fucking troglodyte-looking motherfuckers. I'm sorry to be mean. I don't want to be dead, but fucking...
I don't want a wife. I want a waifu.
A waifu?
A waifu. A waifu. A waifu. For the American, I think. I think it's different in Japan.
Yeah, I just want a waifu.
A waifu. Maybe it is. That's how they say it. Because that's how I've always heard it.
I've always
waifu.
heard it too. Waifu.
I just want somebody's rich grandma to love and cherish for the next 3 years.
And marry her. Dude, I watched
3
that.
years, that's a
Hey,
stretch.
what's that show? We're so off track, but what's that show, The Green Card Marriage? Is that the show? What it's
90
called?
Day Fiance.
No, it's not. Well, there's a different show before that was Green Card Marriage. It was like a lesser popular show. And this Arnold Schwarzenegger buff fucking motherfucking dude was dating this like 85-year-old grandma that was about to die or some shit. Not really, but... And he, like, in this ballroom for her birthday in front of, like, 300 or 400 people proposes to her. And she turns him down in front of all these... Because he just wants the money.
Right.
Like, he wants to marry her for
Naturally.
the money.
Yeah.
And she won't do it. And he keeps trying. It's, like, the 3rd time he tried to propose to her. It's so
Sounds
funny.
like Anna Nicole Smith.
So, you don't have to marry her as long as you get her to fucking put you in the will.
Yeah, but if you marry her, you get to be the officiant proxy of the will.
Of the estate.
That's why I
Yeah.
worry about my... Yeah. God, that's just fucking...
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
what-
don't envy you and your brother right now. That
There's no money, you know. If something were to happen, there's no money, so I'm not like worried. But at the same time, there's things that
there's
I'm
property. That's
But doesn't your stepmom get that?
She yeah, no, I mean she will. But do you think she really fucking probably cares about what me and my brother get? And I know I'm saying this live. Probably not. I don't give a fuck.
She's gonna take all
she's
she
probably
can
not
and-
watching.
She's gonna
Probably
take
never
all she
watched.
can and fucking just step
I
out,
don't-
man.
All I really want is a truck to go. My dad has a truck, and all I really want is a truck so I can fucking carry kayaks. And guess I you know, being his son, probably still won't even get that. But I'm not gonna be the one to ask for it, you know.
She's gonna liquidate.
You know what?
That's what happened. You remember Sean Poppy's dad, man? That's exactly what happened, man. His grandparents came in and liquidated everything. Like, he didn't even, like, get to go in there and be like,
This is what
I want this shit, you know?
This means a lot to me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They just liquidated everything.
That's
fucked
yeah.
up.
That shit is fucked up. But one thing I am, you
That's
know,
a
with
guy
all,
I've been meaning to
I'm
reach out to
hoping
recently.
if my you know, like I want my
got a
dad to be
girlfriend now?
I want my dad to be around as long as possible. But if there's one thing I could hope for, you know, she made him lose a lot of money through like buying house and shit. I hope that there are some medical bills up the ass that she has to pay that gets
Dude,
thrown on her.
You might be surprised what might be in that will though. Like,
You'd also be surprised if...
I don't need nothing. I just want.
no, I'm not saying like for your benefit, but to like
Oh yeah.
shit on her benefit. Like,
yeah.
I think I was talking. Me and Dana were really fucking drunk the other night. Like, really drunk. I think. Was it Saturday when you guys went out? No, I didn't talk to him last Saturday. Anyway, me and Dana were talking. We were really drunk, and I was like, look, I've been aware of like that whole situation for like 10 plus years now, probably longer than that. And I was like, you might be surprised to find out that there's some stuff that might, like, I was like, worst comes to worst, there might be some shit that gives you some gratification. Not gratification.
Gratification.
Gratification. That's the word I was looking for. I was like, there might be some shit that happens in the next year that gives you some gratification that you didn't think that, like right now in your mindset that you're not thinking about, but it might come to fruition.
As of, you mean the bills that lay up on that person?
Yeah.
No, that's
Yeah.
what I'm thinking. I'm like, dude, I've always been down if my dad ever needed money. Like, I know he doesn't, but like, I'd always be down. I'll give my whole life to fucking help family. But, you know, if someone who made someone lose a bunch of money, they could have, if they played their cards right, they could have had a lot more money going into this. They could have had a bunch more money going into this, being a spouse of someone who died, but they wasted it all. So that's their own fucking fault.
Yeah.
I don't need money. I just want a truck to go carry a kayak. That's all I want. And you know, obviously for my dad to be in good health, but you know,
I mean, at least
can't
he's
pick and choose.
in sound mind and shit. Like, my grandparents right now aren't doing the best and shit too, and it's like my aunt is looking over them and shit. It's like, but she won't let them have their cell phones. You know, won't let them do this and this and that.
Yeah.
It's like, why won't you let them have your cell phones? There's something fucking weird going on.
So I didn't care when my grandpa died because he made my grandma not watch like Iowa games, and my grandma loved watching like Iowa play. And like I was like, dude, when my grandpa died, like I hate to say this, but I was actually super like I don't even know how to feel about this. Like I feel, you know, like confused but very happy because I'm like I want my like. Dude, I was like, dude, my grandma can now die watching every fucking, all the TV she wants.
Yeah, I remember
fucking awesome.
You either texted me or called me when that happened.
I was like, dude, I don't know what to feel. I'm kind of happy, to be honest. Like, I'm weirdly sad, but because of all the memories that are just like, he's gone. But like, fuck him for being such an asshole sometimes. Dude, let's
get back on track.
Yeah, we are so
far off. We did a shot, and then we were talking about castration. Now we're talking about our grandparents.
People who listen to this episode, we do off track. We do
this is
off
on
track,
par for us.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So,
I've been drinking all day, man. It's just now really hitting. That word of the day shot really fucking smacked me right in the once I heard about cutting my nuts off, I really just got to a dark place.
So, in military arrest, he went into a psychiatric session where he told the counselor that something was telling him that he had to kill the blacks. That's a quote. I have to kill the blacks.
Yeah.
It's not me saying it. It's him saying it.
His alter ego, or not alter ego, alternative personality.
Yeah, that's a fitting alternate personality. Yeah.
What's the actual word?
I think it's alternate personality.
Alter ego.
No, like
I guess alter ego is like when you're a professional wrestler.
No, why can't it be? Why? Why can't your ego be? You know. Why can't
I think that is true. Like people's alter ego is
just the general understanding.
Wrestling
of it.
is probably the best way to describe it. That's people's alter egos. Is like if you were a wrestler,
maybe.
Like Hulk Hogan is not Perry White. Is that his name? Perry something. His first name is Perry. That's all I know.
Yeah, something like that.
Wasn't Riff Raff trying to be a fucking wrestler?
I don't know.
He would be a good professional wrestler.
God,
probably not.
Who are some of the people that tried? There were some people that did it. Snoop Dogg did it.
He's so skinny.
Snoop Dogg doing it. Like
he
just did a spot like 3 months ago.
Bro,
I
I love the idea that revolves. I just don't watch it, but I love the idea that revolves around that shit. It's
really entertaining.
It's like people LARPing. It's like LARPing, and you have a crowd that like is so into it. It's like that's fucking. It's
if you watch it without like being dedicated to watching the story of it, it's like watching a football game. Is how I think of it, because like it's some dude falling 14 feet through a fucking table on top of another dude.
Dude, I do
like
it.
that. Like, yeah, it's fake, but you can't fake how fucking bad your ass hurts when you go through that.
I know. I'm in it for the story. I like when they fucking get the good characters.
I like when Donald Trump shaves people's heads.
Yeah, Donald Trump did it. He definitely was in it.
And he became the president. Maybe Roman Reigns is our next president.
Yeah, probably.
I think
that's Dwayne Johnson's like youngest cousin. So the psychiatric session of Stinky Joe, led to the police searching his house, where they found evidence linking him to 3 murders, the New York City murders. And on April 1981, he was sent back to Buffalo, New York for trial. He pleaded not guilty to the 3 murders and refused to be represented by a lawyer that his mother tried to hire, and chose to represent himself instead. Never a good choice.
As every serial killer would want.
And he was found guilty, but the case, as we said earlier, became overturned because the judge refused to let the defense use a psychiatric testimony. And he was later found guilty on charges in 1985, which landed him a life sentence. So he went from the 6-month sentence, or 6 years, 60-year sentence to a life sentence.
It's okay, we can abbreviate. 6, everyone knows means 60.
6-decade sentence. While in prison, Joseph Gerard Christopher admitted to being the .22 caliber killer, and he died the way that I hope all racist men should, of a rare breast cancer on March 1st, 1993.
Wow. Really?
Yep.
Jesus, that's awesome.
March what?
March 1st, 1993.
Oh.
So he was in the
2
pen
months
for
before
like
my
10
birthday.
years. He was
Yeah,
in the pen
I literally
for 10 years.
I did the math in my head, and I was like, "Oh my god, Mike picked this guy because it's his birthday." And I was like, "Wait, no, wrong M month."
No, actually, I picked this guy because like I was part of this group about like
You respected him.
No, I was part. I was
I
part
like
of,
the way he cut his dick and balls off.
I was part of this group about like mental health awareness and shit like that. And it you know, if this guy would have got the help he needed, none of this would have happened.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And that's just kind of like with the governor in our state, you know, she canceled a lot of mental health initiatives. You know, she's trying to close down the Independence fucking mental health facility that's been there since like 1886.
Yeah.
And fucking, I don't know, like, dude, you gotta, if these people need help, and if they're trying to go get this help, that's better than me.
You can prevent a lot of pain.
What's crazy?
That's better than me. I would not be able to go and get help if I need, you know.
What's crazy is that it's like, dude, literally someone says, like, people who are crazy and kill people, like when I think it was it Ed Kemper, the 6'9", 11 man, that literally was like, I feel like he just had mental problems through his mom, skull fucked her, and then was fine and arrested himself. It's like these people like know that they're fucked up, and they just like yeah, shit could be done better. But I mean, I don't know I'm not a fucking smart enough person to tackle that whole subject.
It is, according to Kim Reynolds, I snarkily tweeted back at her on our podcast account yesterday.
Nice.
About next month is Food on the Table month in the state of Iowa, and she signed it sitting in a fucking chair, like probably cost $30,000 chair, like old Victorian style chair.
You said fupa on the table?
And I said, man, you have to be very disconnected to fucking quote unquote brag about quote unquote helping your constituents when you're sitting in a chair that costs more than most of your constituents make in a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a
cunt.
She's a bitch.
Turd wrangler.
We should. I wouldn't be opposed to doing some sort of like 1-day protest. Just go bring signs out, even if it's just us three. Go stand out there for a couple hours, being like, Kim Reynolds can suck my dick. I don't know.
I'd be game.
I'm game.
Like, we just go out for a couple hours and do photo shoot. I mean, social media is a bigger protest than fucking actual protesting. With a small group, the size of 3 people, we could do more on social media than we could.
We got some boys, man. We got at least we could.
I mean, yeah, we could. That'd actually be fucking funny to grab a whole group of boys to go out for a couple hours. Just be like, Reynolds could suck our nuts.
I want Austin there.
Oh, he'd come in a heartbeat. You don't even have to ask him. He's probably the one who gave me the idea, for being honest. I probably got it from him. I don't know. But, back to the story. Did we finish a saga? I feel like
he died of breast cancer.
Died of breast cancer. Fucking crazy. That's actually nuts.
That dude, I literally hope that every fucking KKK member dies of breast cancer.
Yeah.
Or AIDS.
Just like the men.
Yeah.
The women can die of like testicular
Or
cancer.
of me.
No, they all die
shooting
of
them in the
AIDS.
face, bitch.
I don't know, man. I do just like the whole subject of it kind of bugs me to an extent, but just I get gratification that this guy died of breast cancer. That shit just like it's kind of funny to me.
You know, I just think, you know, we as a dude, just think he went on a 15-person killing streak, maimed countless other people
In less than 6 months too. Like it was literally 4 months.
Yeah, you know, and if he would have got the help he needed, shit, none of that would happen.
Yeah, and it escalated 14 days after he tried to actively
Think
seek
about
help.
think about the families of those people that would have paid so much money to put him in a, like, if they could have been like, hey, like, your family member is gonna die unless you pitch
Especially
in to put him in a
the
facility.
family of the 14-year-old boy that got killed in the fucking stolen car.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah, it's just like it's I don't know. There's such a disillusion between what the state seems worth the money. Because they don't see us worth money. Like, if I died tomorrow of something the state could have done, they'd be like, oh shit, fuck, sorry.
No, they'd be like, fuck, we're not going to get any more taxes out of him.
Yeah, and but it's like such a spectrum of where, oh, hey, he killed this 14-year-old boy, that 14-year-old boy, like, to the state, the way they would, in the best of light, look at it, be like, well, this guy would have given us like 70 years of taxes.
Right.
And it's just, I don't know.
That's fucked.
I mean,
do you think that since being African American in that time period, do you think that African American, black, I don't know, what's the politically
Black
correct
American,
term?
African American.
But who knows?
Just basically anything but the blacks, which is what they referred to him in the day.
I'm just saying, you know, like, nobody really knows where they come from anymore, and that's why Ancestry.com is a thing. You know, so what are we supposed to say? The darker skinned people? What, the lighter skinned people?
As soon as you
know what I mean?
I feel like we're so mixed. Like, it's like you can't you literally, anyone could be from anywhere. And think about fucking hundreds of years down the road, they're all going to be from America as well. It's like,
I guarantee you, people seeing Mike at Quick Start don't assume that he's Mexican.
Dude, my grandpa
he looks pretty Mexican to me.
My grandpa is darker than most black people you meet. And how the hell am I so white? You know? Who knows?
It's your mom's fault.
God damn it, Mom. It's my grandma's fault. She told my dad to not marry another Mexican. Because I think I got that fucking virus.
You got that ginger Mexican virus.
I got the virus, right?
You got the straight up. You got the straight up ginger Mexican virus.
Dude, Latina women are just, oh my god.
Dude,
That's a weakness. That's a weakness.
It's in your blood.
There's actual cartoon characters that are ginger Mexicans and like poke fun of them. Like, I'm like, I know, like, when people like we talk about it, like, or not we talk about it, but people talk about it around me. I'm like, I actually know a guy that's a ginger Mexican, and they're like, no, you don't. And I'm like, no, I literally do a show with him once a week. I'm like, no, he's a ginger Mexican. They're like, are you sure? I'm like, I'm pretty fucking sure.
Hey, wait, no way, no way.
Yeah. Do you have any Irish in you?
Oh, I've got a lot.
You want a little bit more?
Yeah. We'll call Brandon right now.
Oh yeah, we were talking about Brandon.
My grandma on my dad's side is Irish, and my grandpa is 100%, you know, Mexican. He came over the border and everything like that.
New American. He's a new American.
The legal way.
Oh,
just for everybody to know, he's the legal way. You know,
I don't think anyone that listens to this show gives a fuck if he came over illegally or
went to Vietnam, fucking paid his fucking dues, man, and fucking came back, married my grandma.
Bam. Didn't he go back down south?
I mean, they're in Texas.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
I mean, it's kind of not the deep south.
Like by the border.
Yeah, it's like 30 minutes from the border. And dude,
I want to go meet your grandpa. He sounds badass.
We should go next whenever this fucking COVID shit gets lifted.
I'm game. I'm gay.
We should all go.
Do a tiny trip, maybe. We'll see.
Dude, they're fucking an hour away from San Padre Islands.
I just want to get someone to shine my moccasins.
I want us to do a B&B and fucking go party down fucking some crazy party place, man. Let's go nuts.
They got like 2 houses down there, so.
Hell yeah. All right, boys. This guy died of breast cancer. We got anything else that we want to talk about?
No, this guy is
crazy. It's not October.
Oh, Michelle the Great, if you went camping and woke with condom hanging out of you, would you tell anybody?
No, because I knew it was probably just one of my boys.
Yeah, we don't.
But which? How do you know which? Yeah, how do you know which boy? Do you sit there?
It's one of the 3 people sitting at this table.
Probably.
Wait, what if it was a bear though?
And it was a joke, and they put it. Oh man.
I mean, why would the bear have a condom?
I don't know, Michelle. I'm sorry you made it at the end of the show.
Thank you for coming. God damn.
We love you. We miss you.
Yeah.
And hey, you guys all that listen post date, just remember every Monday night live, you can come join the conversation.
Yeah, most Mondays. We fucking hate it when we miss them. We're sorry, but please keep coming. We love it.
Literally, we've had some deaths in the families. Okay, so. We missed a week.
Michelle's a New York gal, right?
Yeah,
maybe we go camp in fucking New York or something up in the mountains.
We can go to the Adirondack Mountains where Matea's dad lives.
I think mountain camping would be fun as fuck, and we like.
I used to have black bears running through my fucking backyard.
What's the banger laws up there? Not very good.
Banger laws.
She says it's a bad joke. She meant want to go camping as the condom. Oh man, Michelle, what would you do though? You're a lady. Would you strap on or would you just use your fist? I gotta know. If we're gonna have a condom hanging out our ass, I gotta know what was in there. You know.
Well, you wouldn't need one for either.
Well, protection, duh. You work nights. Do you work at the hospital, Michelle? I can't remember. You said I have 7 deaths.
The GM factory, or not GM, GE.
The GE factory, and it's 7 deaths last year.
Jesus.
Where are the videos, and can we watch them?
Yeah.
Your preference. I'll take either. I'll take both at the same time, Michelle. Thank you.
All
right.
All right.
Let's call it good.
We gotta play some video games or something tonight.
Exactly. Yep. Yeah, Michelle, if you ever want to play video games, hit us up. We're down.
Yeah, so thanks again for joining us for another episode of the WRK Podcast.
What's up?
We ask the questions, but at the end of the day, who really knows?
I'm here with my good friends, AJ and Michael.
How you doing?
Yeah, there we go. And follow us on Twitter at WRKPod, Instagram at WRKPodcast. Hit up our website, WRKPodcast.com, for links to whatever you need to find. All the links are going to be in the description down below if you're not watching live. But yeah, we'll catch you fucking next time.
Sorry for your loss, Michelle.
And we are, as a people, inherently and historically opposed to secret societies, to secret oaths, and to secret proceedings.
Violence breeds violence. Repression breeds retaliation. And only a cleansing of our whole society can remove this sickness from our souls.